There was a sketchy situation in stock out there. I told my members about it, and good thing I did. And now I want to share it with you because there are some very valuable learning lessons that we can get from this situation, which is not theoretical. It's not, well, maybe, or I think that, no, this happened. And I'm going to show you exactly how, walk you through it. And then, like I said, along the way, we'll talk about a couple of very, very important learning lessons. So let's get into it. This comes from the Inner Circle chat room that is part of the claytrader.com community, which you are welcome to join if you want. But the first thing to take note of is the time that I made this alert. You can see right there, 9:23 a.m. Eastern, so 7 minutes before the open. What was the sketchy stock and situation? Well, right here, DJT looks sketchy. Now, if you're watching this video immediately after I upload it, you're probably well aware of this. But for those of you that are maybe watching this months, years from now, a little bit of backdrop. DJT has been in the news a whole lot. It has to do with Donald Trump running for president, all sorts of stuff. So there has just been a lot of talk about this stock. So that is where this is coming from. A whole lot of press, a whole lot of drama around it. So what exactly was sketchy about it? That has gap and trap written all over it. Now, what is a gap and trap? Well, a gap and trap is where, let's just say a stock is here, and then the next day it opens up way up here. Hence this distance here being the gap, and it was in the upwards direction, therefore a gap up. Now, what do I mean by trap? Well, trap just means that after the stock opens up, there's a downwards move. So that is where I was looking and saying, okay, that's got gap and trap written all over it. So let's see how this played out. And the first learning lesson though is this. This is the power of a community. This is the power, and this is more so for those of you that are beginners just getting started, but of being around experienced traders. Now, that's not to say that I'm always right, that I'm perfect, not at all. But do I have experience? Yes, a whole lot of experience. And these sorts of situations where you can just make the call, that's looking pretty sketchy. There is value in that. There is a whole lot of wisdom in that, in the sense of, hey, you know what? You can learn from other experienced people. So my question and the lesson is, are you surrounded by experienced people? Or are you surrounded by a bunch of strangers where you don't actually know anything about them? And maybe you are surrounded by experience. That's a good thing, but make sure you're surrounded with experience, because the people that have joined my community, well, you're about to see that they sort of dodged a train wreck. So on that morning, the price started there. You can see went up a little bit. And then from there, yeah. And that was a big, big drop that could have been avoided had you been in the community, had you been a member, and just, hey, you know what? Realized maybe I should consider what other more experienced people have to say. Penny saved is a penny earned. And I am proud to say that I saved members a whole lot of money on that. Now, maybe some members went and shorted it. Shorting means making money if prices go down, but that's a topic for a whole nother video. But if you're a beginner, yes, believe it or not, you can make money when prices go down. That is known as going short or shorting. So maybe members make money on it from that angle. But as far as anybody thinking, getting caught up in all the hype and everything like that, I'm proud to say, hey, I saved them a lot of money. Penny saved is a penny earned. Now, this transitions into the next very, very important learning lesson. You saw the price go down, and maybe you've done this before, but hey, strong hands, diamond hands, it'll go back up. I bought this thing lots of times before. It goes back up. Everything eventually goes back up, right? Have you heard any of those? Have you had any of those thoughts or a variation of them go through your minds? Very, very dangerous spot to be. Now, does it work out? It absolutely does work out time to time. You know what? Maybe sometimes it even works out more often than it doesn't. However, all it takes is one or two situations to wipe away a whole lot of progress. So for the people that are always saying, hey, strong hands, diamond hands, it'll go back up. Well, did it go back up? So for context, that first previous day was right there. That is the bottom of that arrow. And then you can see, had the people, after it already gap and trapped, decided to hold, well, it did not get any better. In fact, it got much worse. And the best way I can envision those people's portfolios, not a pleasant experience at all. And again, this all could have been avoided when you're just surrounding yourself in a good quality community that's giving warnings, that's saying, hey, that's looking pretty sketchy. And yes, it was sketchy and it played out pretty, well, again, a matter of perspective. If you went short, very, very beautifully. If you went long, and you decided to hold and hope, yeah, things got ugly in a hurry. So this is what I want to just convey to you. Make sure that you are putting yourself in the best possible spot to succeed. You do that by finding experience and not doing this whole hold and hope thing. Those are two things that are not going to work out very well for you. Now, if you do want to join my community, then I will put a link down below and you can go check out all the different features that come with it. Or if you want to just go there right now, claytrader.com/team, TEAM. If you have any questions, leave those down in the comment section. If you're thinking about joining, then please do. Would love to have you as a member and would love to start to interact with you and get to know you better. And yeah, help save you some money, or maybe some situations help actually make you money. So again, claytrader.com/team, or just go to the link down in the description box. And so thanks for watching. And yeah, make sure you're finding experience and please don't hold and hope. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.